So, by the way, what inspired you to write this chapter?
Well, after talking with Carson Dye, the editor, we thought this was going to be an important component, both because of supply and that work. There's huge opportunities right now to improve quality and reduce costs in the area of supplies, but also to provide a guide of ways to do any number of physician engagement activities. This doesn't necessarily is not only applied to supplies, this can be applied to certain kind of procedures, and when you do things, how many procedures of this should you do and for what patient. So this particular chapter was both primarily around supplies, what are the opportunities, how to approach, but secondly was really how do you engage physicians for any number of things that you would like to engage physicians for.
Uh, you know, with your experience, tell us a few other resources or books or plays you would like an aspiring physician leader to know.
So, I think this particular book that was shared a bit ago is excellent. It is intended to be comprehensive on a number of different topics for physicians to really engage their physicians and nurse practitioners and physician assistants. The same tools really can engage nurses, which are often very, very important for other clinical preference items that aren't necessarily doctor driven, okay, which is an awful lot. So I think that's an excellent resource. Second, there's older works. I mean, I wrote a book on enhancing physician performance in 2001. We've gotten to be a lot more advanced now over the last 20 years, of course, but there's a lot of other older products there. Third is there's a lot of information out there in the non-physician press on how do you change behavior on any number of things, not just specific physicians. Looking even just the graph of Rogers' diffusion of information. We know there's some innovators that are going to jump on things quickly. We also know there's some laggards that probably will never get there. Well, use that information. I mean, if it takes a third of the doctors to get on board for something, fine, do that. Smile about it. It's all good. You're successful. You got a third. And then maybe in a few months, you can get 50% and 60% and move on. So I think some of the literature on behavior leadership can be really, really very, very helpful.